of players around him, so it's good for the CD side. He's got lots of information and now headshots as well. Crystal will reply with the Molotov. Bomb will be planted. Looking good now for GODSENT.
Desperate times for Kicker because, oh man, they ran him down. 3 players all at once coming over the edge of that stairwell. No chance for him, but Bomb still ticking away. Got to desperately get back in from the front of the site. 1 shot already, in fact 2. James and Adren. Reverse flank though, this is going to be a defuse that might be left open. James heard it, he's taken down Michael Lilly. It's only going to be Sticko remaining. He's got the first shot already. James off the defuse. They haven't been able to hold it. They still have a kit in play, but it's Buster that has it. Not a lot of health, doesn't even matter. He's got the time. He's on it with 10 seconds anyway.
I'm not sure what they're up to there. They're 2 players are spamming the smoke with their Glocks, and then when they go for the reload, the CTs just swung out and took them down. Like, I get they're trying to just hold them at bay, but then as soon as you know they're as we'll see the first headshot come through, there's Maiden kicking things off in style. Adren completely dumpstered that towards the pit. Another kill coming through, Maiden with a double, and that's enough just to fit the brakes on at this point. You've done such a good job already. You're waiting for CT reactions. They still have 2 smokes for the cross. I don't know how you get back into this round if you're Virtus Pro.
CT side and a 4th round. I'm going to keep mentioning it until the trend changes, that they get the opening pick, but also they've sustained it. So far, we haven't seen them claw back in. That might change now. Sticko with a very convincing kill with the Krieg. A lot of ammo depleted from Kickert, and although they're up close, he manages to get them to turn away. Crystal was not blind. He avoided the flash. But Kicker threw it in such a way that he knew he could peek off of it, and that's going to drop the bomb in the site lead with just 1 remaining, and he closes that as well. Good round from him. Good flash. To play that correctly, a lot of people might flash directly up, catch themselves out. He had that set. You haven't heard the first noise cue that you need to move, and it does more damage that way as well, as Maiden does get Sanji, but James does get him back. So James holding toward long with the AWP. Finally some stance on the A site, and they still have long. They have not lost the anchor at the doors. In fact, that battle will not even take effect. It's going to be Sticko that subsides and heads back over toward Catwalk instead. James gone aggressively towards the ramp. Bit of hesitation on his part. I don't think he's expecting a player to be off to the right. Considered it after the fact with the peek, but through the smoke, it doesn't matter. He's got Sticko down. Kickert's got Xanon back into control, our Virtus Pro.
Absolutely true. A resounding round there from James. 3 kills in total, couple through the smoke. He hasn't missed many shots today. If you give him an opportunity, he'll take them every single time. He's moving around, he's looking sharp. And that's a big one for them to pick up. Money was getting a bit desperate. They lost 4 rounds in a row. They deny the 5th and keep 3 players up as well. So GODSENT slowing down somewhat there as we go 7-6. They've got plenty of money, of course, and will stick on a single orb setup here for the bust his way through middle. He's actually managed to get through the double doors at least. No one close range. Checking out towards CT spawn. No presence there whatsoever until James gets on the scene here. He's on the car right now. He could be spotted potentially. But Maiden focusing towards B. Silence is his ally right now. They have no idea that mid's been taken. You can see his teammates making their way towards tunnel. As soon as he gets 1 kill, his teammates will come through. This is sick for Maiden. He needs multiple kills though. 2 will do. They know exactly where Kickert is. He'll have to throw the Molotov, which could be enough here, Matt. They're going to have to commit through this, and they know it. Good
Kicker to get behind the doors at long. That'll allow a bit more support inside of middle. 2 smokes, 1 to be bounced and 1 to be held. That'll cover off the window, so they want the direct mid entrance. You've got to go a little further before you can take the fight, but there's a timer on the play. They're not through yet. In fact, they're only going to send 1 player. That's Crystal. James, he's got aggressive toward B. Never mind being static at all. That's why he's there. Leg shot. Buster follows it up. Damage was done, and then he absolutely nails Zen. Call it done entirely because Buster's come inside of the site. 2 ops to hold B. Not bad.
Great sequence there. James, you thought he was done for after the leg shot comes in, but the buddy system brought into full effect at that point. Buster will be backing him up. 5 kills found between the 2 AWPs. Might have wanted a bit more of that action. 2 orbs on Dust 2 is very viable indeed. They only dropped it in 1 round. Money wasn't ideal for them throughout their campaign, but still, it's always such a great setup on Dust 2. As we'll see things swap over there. They'll be happy with that, though. It was looking like the half was spiraling out of control for them. Is it Adren's birthday today? I assume it is. It'd be weird if we put that up otherwise.
I mean, wait, I know. Got that one down to his science. Crystal through the smoke, might as well give it a shot, give it a try. See if any damage can be deployed. He's got Sticko to be baited in anyway, so even on the reloads where they could capitalize, he's got a teammate ready for the fight. Additional smoke, not quite. No, they're late. They're late, but they've got to get the AK. They're ready, they're down. And Crystal had to hold. That's unfortunate timing because they had the utility deployed rather than the guns. And now the round is...
That 1 Molotov in that position, which could happen. He's up for a couple of kills here.
7-2 this half.
think
favor of GODSENT. So it was an 8-7. Remember that. It was 8-7 in the first half. They've just been dominating ever since. Molotov to try and clear Zen. He's going to hold his nerve, hold his ground, but not find the shot. Sanji gets it instead. Pressure on Maiden. They now know he's there, and he's got no one else in the sight. Or does he? Michael Ailey took no time getting through the doors. Didn't even consider hesitation. Walked in. It is that Adren's going to get caught and isolated. Now Kicker's got no vision. Again, there's 2 ops. They've got 2 rifles to try and retake. They'll get Kicker back above, but what can he possibly find? Okay, fair play. He finds Maiden while jumping. He can't be taken down in return, and that gives him exactly the location he needs to fire at, but it's still a post plant. The bomb is still down at this point. Buster holds the key because he's trying to flank behind, and Crystal, he's unsure that he's gone this far. Crystal's actually holding as if he thinks he's going to wrap by the box. He's already there. If he wide peeks right now, I think Crystal goes down immediately.
Oh my goodness, it's going to be Buster coming with a flank here, and he gets one. There's a Molotov on top of the bomb now, though. CT's getting closer and closer, but there might not be enough time. 3 versus 2, looking for that 2-0. They might have done enough here, as James will hit one more shot. It's not enough. 2-0 for GODSENT. They knock VP out of the tournament there, not only on their opponent's map pick on Dust 2.